What's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto, Zertuche, and I got a little bit of report and stuff like that for y'all. I am first one in the shop this morning. Normally I am too, but it just something that crossed my mind real quick. Every night I do my videos. I go through and I try to comment on everything that I can see, you know, as comments. I really don't like going to sleep with any comments unanswered per day. Throughout the day, I do the same thing. I answer comments, and you know, whether it's just a compliment or knowledge sharing or a question, you know, I want to make sure everybody is heard, you know. And then today it really warmed my heart, you know, to get up and see a lot of y'all communicating with each other, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm designing the channel for, is knowledge comes from all over, from all levels of fishing, and you really got to understand that, because like I said, for us, it's not just getting to where we're at by doing the perfect thing. We've gotten to where we're at by making a lot of mistakes and trying out new things, which is either right or wrong. You don't know until you try them. And by playing outside the box on every avenue that we could, we have learned so much of what really works for us, what doesn't work for us, and hey man, this really improved our fishing. You know, it's forever changing, forever evolving. I meet fishermen that have been doing it for decades, longer than I have, and I mean, they have caught some monster fish, but they also come to terms that things have changed from the way they were introduced to fishing to what it is now. A lot of it has to do with a lot more catch and release policies, a lot more protected species, getting into tournaments that are strictly catch and release only and stuff like that. So it's a lot more proactive, you know, fishing techniques that are really catching hold and taking effect. Now too, at the same time, you know, I'm also learning about all the rules and regulations other countries have besides our own, and or other states, you know. For example, when I was in North Carolina, I learned that for redfish you could keep 5 of them. However, in Texas we can only keep 3. Now the difference too was in North Carolina they could only be 12 to 20 inches. Wow, I was like, at first I was like 5, I was like, yes, I said, I'm gonna get a lot of meat. And then I saw the sizes, I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? Like, and the reason being is because in Texas at that time, back in 98, 99 time frame, it was 22 inches to 28 inches for a redfish. And you can only keep 3 of them. But it was 22 to 28, which is a bit bigger. I mean, they got girth on them. They've got meat. So I never understood that law. But also, too, in Texas, we get 2 redfish tags per year per person. You get one when you get your fishing license, and then after you use it or lose it, you go pay for another one. It's like $5 or $7, and you get your second tag for the year. So you got to keep a fish over 28 inches, as big as you want. So for me, for a long time, the only time I ever used my tag is if it was 50-inch plus. And I did that because I felt if I was going to waste a tag, I was only going to kill those 2 fish. Like something monster like that has already had a long time to grow and has, you know, been productive and stuff like that. But at the same time, too, lately I've gotten to the point, well, I'd rather, you know, tag like a 30-incher instead of a 50-incher. And so, I don't know, you know, it's kind of the thing with, for me, like with sharks, you know, I'd rather keep the smaller ones than the bigger ones. The bigger ones, I want them to be the breeders, to keep producing more sharks so we can get more fish into or more sharks in our waters and stuff like that. So, it just, like I said, it really warmed my heart this morning when I wake up and I see guys sharing the knowledge and answering each other, and everybody having respect and constructive criticism to where everybody can understand what everybody is trying to teach or trying to show, or you know, what the problem is, and they're understood, they are heard. And so when I saw that, I was sitting in the elevator. I was like, wow, this is going to be a good video. That it really is. So for me, like I said, I want to thank everybody that is being proactive on the channel and truly sharing their knowledge and their test. I mean, there's guys out there that are testing all kinds of things, from braid to rods to reels to lubes to knives to knife sharpening. I mean, there's so many different angles of fishing, you know, and it's awesome. It really is. I mean, now we've got a point where everybody can come together and share their knowledge. And like I said, it doesn't matter what level of fishing you're at. Somehow, some way, that if you're looking in the right direction, that can be turned into knowledge. So I just want to give kudos to everybody in the channel that is proactive, that is subscribed. That's the other thing too. We are doing a 15K subscriber giveaway if we can get that. And stay tuned, guys. We've got some big things coming. We've got 2 big YouTube channels that we are going to do a collaboration video with. And yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to do some monster shark fishing for one of them, and the other one, you know, I may go to one of their backyards and have them take me fishing as well. And in the other one, you just never know. Sorry about that, guys. I just, you know, I got to the shop and I was kind of excited to get onto this video. So all right, just a little heads up on the drawings. We still have drawing number 6. That one started, okay, all the drawings are $20 tickets. Doesn't matter which drawing it is. Any of the reels that we do have on the drawing, they go with line. We fully spool them up. And we also have a set number of yardage that we're doing on them. And the reason for that is because I can't think of everybody's variation. Now, some guys say, you know what, I want more line capacity, or I want this weight class, which is fine. You know, we're setting them up for casting, but we also are setting them up a certain way. So if you want that upgrade, which is fine, and most of the time, most of the guys that are upgrading, it's costing them like $20 to upgrade to get the extra several hundred yards of line the way they want to get it done, or however they prefer to get it done, is the best way I can say it. Okay, so drawing number 6 is for the custom steadfast blank or custom rod that's already built. Y'all have already seen it multiple times, and if y'all haven't, then you're gonna have to do a little research and go back and check out those videos where it is posted up. It's a beautiful, beautiful rod, 10-foot extra heavy rod, or a heavy rod, sorry, not extra heavy. And we have sold 40 tickets. We have sold 10 tickets. We got 40 tickets left. You know what, let me check that. I'm wondering if we did do an update yesterday, because I've been saying that for like 2 days now. And I know yesterday I checked it, but I don't know if they checked it after last night. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, there's 13 tickets sold for drawing number 6. All right. So that means there's 34 tickets available. Let me go and update my paperwork right here. You guys got the radio on. I was hearing music from somewhere. Okay, so on that note, I'm gonna go and count up the rest real quick, just because if that one was off, there's a chance that the other ones could be off. Nope, that one's pretty easy. Drawing number 9. That one's for an MXL, and we have sold 2 tickets. There are, that would be 27. So there are 27 tickets left. Let's see, drawing number 8 for the SX Raptor. We have 1, 2, 3 tickets sold. So there's 22 left on that one. And LX. Let's see where we're at on that one. That one is drawing number 7. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 tickets sold on that one. So there's 19 tickets left right there. Now it's going pretty quick. Nice. Good deal. Okay, so when these drawings do sell out, we go live to the YouTube channel and we get our winners set up with the reels however they want and stuff like that. If we do have to ship, winner does pay shipping on the item to get it to them, and we do cover it with insurance just to make sure. Also too, you can contact us at 361-334-2171 for any purchases of the tickets, and or via Cash App $Team Hard Life. And make sure to include your cell phone number and which drawings you're getting into. If not, I'm going to request $1 and question you on what we need your cell phone number or which drawing you're trying to get into, guys. We're still getting guys that are submitting monies and not giving us all that information. All right, so
gotta buy. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
On that note, I wanted to pass along some information because one of our YouTubers was commenting on, because we keep having the discussion of why braids are getting cut off and stuff like that, and a lot of it is, you know, the assumption that they're rubbing on the sandbars and stuff. Now, we know we've gotten the underwater footage with the cameras where a lot of bluefish, sharks, Spanish, and all kinds of stuff are right there, right over the third bar, which is about 400 yards out, and that's about how much line we're losing. Well, that's how much we were bringing back after getting cut off, you know, 400 to 600 yards. So at that depth, we know for a fact that our hollow cores were nowhere near the sandbars, because several days prior, I was kayaking out and I actually took the camera with me, and you can see the line just a few feet under the water's surface. So we know that it ain't the sandbars cutting it off at that distance. However, we are also using leftover Jerry Brown on our reels and the Cortland braid on our reels as well. So on that note, it really does open the question for the other braids, because that was another comment. Maybe the coating that they're using on the other hollow cores is making it heavy to where it actually sits on the sand a lot faster. That is a very good question. I mean, I can't prove that without some kind of camera footage, or maybe that's deserving of a test when I can get, you know, back out there, because that's the other thing right now, guys. Right now, I am not living at home. Me and my family are staying at a hotel while our house is getting renovated. Our foundation was in desperate need of repair. It really was. So we finally, you know, bit the bullet on this one and got a loan to be able to fix our house. So that's why you see me in a nice little gym, and that's particularly because I'm working out of a hotel basically right now. So that's why we're doing that. Now, on that note, I'll still be able to try to go fishing in between my big orders, and you know, we are still hiring a few more guys. So I'm not totally cutting it out, but I won't be able to do the crazy long beach trips like we have been doing until we get fully moved back in, because, you know, I got to help out at the house now. So it's you know, it's a little more difficult when the kids don't have access to everything that they're normally used to. So we're definitely, you know, becoming a tighter knit family, which is a blessing. And, you know, we're going to do that route. But at the same time, too, I still have a lot of work to get done here at the shop. I'll give you a little idea of what I'm working on. We've got some smaller nets for the drum fishing right here. And as you can tell, I can lift that up with one arm. The next one though is the shark rigs. We've got 2 hoops in the house. I am actually finishing up one of them. Let me do. I'm finishing one of those. My gimbal's messing up. Finishing one of those up today. So yes, sir. It's a lot of stitching, restitching, and stuff like that, because when they do weld these, they can only do so much before you have to redo it yourself. So yeah, so stay tuned as we're doing our shark landing nets, big black drum leader nets as well. As you can tell right here, they come with this kind of stitching. I don't like that. I don't like all that frayage. So once I get done, it pretty much looks like that. I mean, you almost can't tell it's there unless I point it out. And yes, it's bigger knots, but it's nice. Everything's locked in. It's not going to come out. And granted too, this way it doesn't come out because this stitching here actually holds it from the back side. And once this braids lock in, they really don't slip. So it's pretty nice, guys. So we are doing these. I haven't come up with a price on these just yet. These are the smaller ones. Let me give you a little bit, babe, right there. And those are the 4-footers right there. We have a price on those. And they're a bit expensive, but it's because we also use big, heavy-duty 1-inch rope right there with the tilting feature. So that way it allows you to tilt the net when coming up. But we're going to be putting that out there, guys. So again, like I said, share the link for the YouTube channel. Let's get 15,000 subs real quick. Stay tuned. We got 2 pretty big YouTubers coming out to do collaboration videos with us and stuff like that. We're going to be putting them on shark. One of them we have fished with long time. Well, it's been a long time since we fished together, but I've fished with him since he used to fish down here in Corpus all the time, because that's where he started out of. And so now he's going to be coming back to fish with us, which is awesome. And he's bringing one of his good buddies, which is one of our good buddies too, that we've been planning this trip for several years too, but we're finally coming to terms that it's going to happen like really soon. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to be setting some goals here, so y'all have a good one, and I'll keep the knowledge going.